My name is Ubi Figueirido. Been sailing since I was about 10 years old and racing just about anything that floats.
I'm Cindy Figueirido. We've been together, married and everything, 40 plus years, and Ubi taught me how to windsurf, and so that kind of got me into the sailing, and then we had sailboats, and so that's our background. My background was sailing. We own a 45 Elba named Astro van, and there is a story behind it. You can mention that. Moved aboard in March of this last year, so we've been on for about 6 months. Live aboard. We sold our house, sold our cars, sold everything we have. So, which was, kind of scary, but exciting. This has been a plan that we've been thinking about for 9 years.
I came out here for the boat show by myself, did a recon trip, picked about 9 or 10 models to look at, brought her in the next year, and I already knew the one that I kind of had my eye on, which was a Fountaine Pajot. And so we went through all of them, and I saved that one for last. Came aboard the Astrea 42, and hole number 1 of the Elba 45 was right next door. And inevitably we went to see that, and that was the end of that story. But our salesperson, Josef Buxton, was the person I met on the boat when I came by myself. The ambiance of the Fountaine Pajot as a whole is a real perfect live-aboard boat. It has a homey feeling, it has elbow room, it has the niceties that you would expect without feeling like you're on a race yacht or something that's going to be a lot of work per se. This model, the Elba 45, we were relaxed in there and it feels at home.
We even put a rug in there, a little carpet, and it's just like home. It's very cozy. Enough room to different spots to get away from each other.
Yeah. And the reason we went with the Elba is, and this is credit to Cindy, the storage for a live-aboard provides sufficiently for where you can put all your things that you need as you live full-time.
I feel confident with the 45. That's a great size. Any bigger, I don't know if I feel as confident. But something that I can handle by myself if I ever need to. And he sails it all the time by himself.
We went to La Rochelle to visit the boat at the factory during its manufacturing process, and we got to see it somewhere along the build. And then one of the things we did purposely is set up meetings with all the subcontractors in La Rochelle that make your boat, because not everything comes out of the factory. And I would encourage owners to go to the factory. I felt like those meetings resulted in the boat coming pretty much 90% the way we wanted to. And then the commissioning process in the United States, Ken Carrasco is our person throughout the whole build process, and it's very detailed. You've provided a report with checklists, and you have to go through the whole checklist and make sure that everything is done appropriately. It's checked out. You go out for sea trials to test your boat and make sure everything's working. And then what isn't just gets tweaked and adjusted and corrected. And so that's the commissioning process through and through. I would encourage all owners to really look at all the systems and study the boat, because we've had the opportunity to see how our steering system works, how our electrical works, how the bilges are put together, and that knowledge is very valuable to you in the long run. And what's really good is that the ACY team that does the work on your boat are very good about explaining to you how things work. And so then you gain confidence on your boat and your platform that when something may go wrong and they are not around, which they won't be, that you can take care of those situations in a proper way. I would create a matrix of all of our warranty scenarios, items, and use that as a working document to take care of this situation and maintain communication. That is the key to smoothly taking care of warranty work.
I highly recommend them. They've been easy to get a hold of, to work with, and Ubi's done most of the communication with them, but it's been, real easy to work with. If you've never sailed before, go charter some. Go out and charter different sizes. See which one feels the most comfortable for you. Go to the different manufacturer boat and see which one was easy for you. That would be probably the first step, and then you can take it from there.
And the models are different, and so charter the different brands, charter the different sizes, but that'll help you define the boat that really fits your style and your need. As far as experience goes, I would say charter, and then go bareboat charter and experiencing how to anchor, how to raise a sail, how to take care, how to dock, all those little situations. That's a good advice, yeah. Now, just to touch on the name comes from before we were married, I worked for a company, we got company cars. Both windsurfers, I chose the van. The van was a Chevy Astro van. And so we went camping on beaches. We went to Colorado hiking. So we were talking and said, well, this is our next Astro van. And so here we are.
Our next adventure, full of adventures, where we just, take off in it. I do see us in the French Polynesia Islands. Once we get everything, just feeling comfortable, have looked at the East Coast and the Bahamas, then it's going to be, let's go a little further.
San Blas Islands is definitely going to happen. But once we're that far down, I think skipping over to the Pacific is not going to be that big of a challenge. And gaining the experience and the time on the boat, making sure that everything's set up properly to what we want, to be confident to make that big stretch, we'll be ready to go.